What if the life you are desperately trying to create already exists? You have been taught that the price of your desire is struggle, effort, force. And yet, that very force is the anchor holding you in the reality you long to leave behind. This is the great inversion, the secret they never told you. Creation is not an act of willpower. It is an act of surrender. In the next few minutes, you will discover that what you desire is not something you must get. It is something you must simply accept. Watch until the end, and you will learn how to let go of the struggle and effortlessly receive what is already yours. Stop, just for a moment. Stop looking outside for answers. The world you perceive, the one that feels so solid, so real, so final, it isn't the cause of your feelings. It's the effect. It's a mirror. Everything you see, every person you meet, every circumstance that unfolds before you is nothing more than a reflection of what is already happening within your own consciousness. You've been trying to change the reflection by polishing the glass, by arguing with the image, by pleading with it to be different. But the mirror only does one thing. It shows you who you are being. To change your world, you don't fix the world. You don't fight it. You must, and I mean must, first change the state from which you are viewing it. The operant power is not outside of you. It has never been. It is your own wonderful human imagination. It is your consciousness. You've been struggling for so long, haven't you? Pushing against the current, forcing doors that won't budge, trying to make things happen through sheer effort. But that very struggle, that feeling of resistance, is a prayer to the reality you wish to escape. You're affirming your lack. You're screaming into the void that you don't have it. The great secret is this: true change is effortless. It is a surrender. It is a release. The moment you stop fighting the outside world is the moment you reclaim your power over it. This change isn't an action. It's a realization. A quiet inner knowing that the world is simply yourself pushed out. To alter the projection, you must go back to the film. And you, my friend, are the projector, the film, and the light that illuminates it all. Now go deeper. This inner world isn't a vague collection of thoughts. It's a series of distinct states of consciousness. A state is an assumption, a belief you have consented to. You are not a victim of your state. You are its inhabitant. You may be dwelling in a state of lack, or fear, or loneliness. You feel its reality, so your world faithfully reflects it back to you. But you are not the state you occupy. You are the selector, the one with the infinite power to choose. There are endless states, endless possibilities all existing right now in consciousness. The state of wealth, the state of health, the state of love. They are not things to be created, but rooms to be entered. You simply select the state you wish to embody. And how do you enter these new rooms? Through force? Through willpower? No. That is the old way, the way of the world that is a slave to the reflection. You enter through relaxation. Relaxation is the key. When you are tense, you are clinging to your current reality. You are holding on tight to the problems, the doubts, the fears. Relaxation is letting go. It is a conscious, deliberate loosening of the grip on your old state. It is an act of supreme faith, a silent declaration that you are no longer identifying with the limitations of your past. In that stillness, in that quiet surrender, you create a vacuum, a space for the new reality to rush in. Relaxation is not passivity, it is active, divine receptivity. So the first step is not to do anything. The first step is to undo. Undo the tension. Undo the belief that your salvation lies somewhere out there. Withdraw your energy, your attention, from the world of effects. Bring it back home, to the world of cause, which is your own inner state. You must become indifferent to the evidence of your senses and dare to assume a new reality, a new I am. Don't try to figure out the how or the when. Your only task is to occupy the new state, to feel what it would feel like if it were already true. Persist in that feeling. Relax into that knowing. The world has no choice but to rearrange itself around your new assumption, but that's only the surface. For your entire life, you have been trained to want, to desire, to chase. But I am here to tell you that wanting is the great deception. To want something is to declare to the universe, from the very core of your being, that you do not have it. It is a state of lack, and your world, being the perfect mirror, must reflect that lack back to you. The prayer of the desirer is always answered with more desire. This is why you run in circles, chasing a horizon that moves with you. The great shift, the turning point of your entire existence, comes when you stop wanting and start knowing. You must dare to assume. You must choose the state you desire and enter it as if it were already your home. It's not about wishing for the mansion. It's about mentally standing within its rooms, feeling the cool marble under your feet now. Here's the secret. Feeling is the bridge. Your imagination is the only creative power, and feeling is the language it understands. To assume the state of your wish fulfilled is not a dry intellectual exercise. It is a deep, sensual immersion into the feeling of that reality. What would it feel like right now if your desire were a concrete fact? Don't think of it. Think from it. Feel the relief. Feel the gratitude. Feel the quiet joy that permeates your being when the search is finally over. This feeling, this inner conviction, is the key that turns the lock. You must saturate your consciousness with this one sensation until it becomes your natural dwelling place. The feeling, when persisted in, becomes belief. And belief, my friend, must objectify itself as fact in your world. You must do this in the present moment, not tomorrow, not after you've earned it, now. Your consciousness is the only reality, and in the realm of consciousness, there is no time. The past and future are illusions of your physical senses. Your desire doesn't exist in a distant future. It exists as a state, a possibility, right now. By assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are collapsing time. You are selecting that reality from the infinite and pulling it into your three-dimensional experience. Stop telling yourself the story that it is on its way. That is a subtle form of wanting. It is not on its way. It is already here. You already are the person you desire to be. Your only work is to consent to this truth, to feel its reality in this very moment. And once you have felt it, you let go. You relax. This is the divine paradox. The moment you successfully assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the frantic need to control the outcome dissolves. The anxiety, the doubt, the obsessive checking for results, all of it fades away. Why? Because you can't be anxious about something you already possess. This relaxation is the true Sabbath, the mystical state of rest where creation is finished. If you find yourself straining, forcing, or worrying, you have dropped the assumption. You have slipped back into the state of wanting. Gently, without judgment, guide yourself back. Return to the feeling. Relax into the knowing that it is done. This serene confidence is the magnetic force that draws the manifestation to you. This is not a trick of the mind. This is the law of your own being. When you truly assume a state, you begin to think from it. Your inner conversations change. Your reactions to the world's shadows change. You walk with a different posture, a different air of certainty. You are no longer praying for a change. You are living from the change already accomplished within. People will sense it. Circumstances will begin to bend and reshape themselves around your new inner state, often in ways you could never have conceived. They have no choice, for they are only messengers telling you who you have chosen to be. Here's what changes everything. So how do you make this real? How do you move from theory to living, breathing results? Your most powerful tool is the gateway to sleep. That drowsy, lucid state just before you drift into unconsciousness is the sacred hour. Here, the loud, argumentative conscious mind begins to surrender, and the doors to your vast creative subconscious swing wide open. This is your workshop. Do not take the problems of the day into this sacred space. Instead, construct a simple, short, vivid scene. A scene that implies your desire is already a fact. Not the moment of receiving it, but a moment after. Are you seeking recognition? Feel the weight of the award in your hand. Are you desiring marriage? Feel the simple, solid reality of a wedding band on your finger. This is where you plant the seed. Your imaginal act must be an experience, not a picture. You must be in the scene, not watching it like a film. Use your spiritual senses. What would you see, hear, touch, and feel if you were actually there? If it's a new home, don't just see the house, stand inside it. Feel the texture of a wall, look out of your window. Feel the deep satisfaction and think to yourself, isn't it wonderful? Condense this feeling, this single act, into a short loop. Replay it over and over like a gentle lullaby as you drift off to sleep. Don't strain. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. The goal is to saturate your subconscious with the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Once that feeling of naturalness is achieved, release it. Drop it. You have successfully impregnated the universal consciousness. Your part is done. But what about the next day? You awaken and the world of Caesar shouts its old facts at you. The bank account is the same. The person isn't there. This is the great test. This is where most people fail. They react. They fall back into the old state. Your work during your waking hours is one of faithful non-reaction. When a thought of doubt or fear arises, you don't fight it. That gives it energy. You simply gently redirect your attention back to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Remember the feeling of the ring on your finger. Remember the quiet joy you felt in your imaginal act. This is a mental diet. You are refusing to feed your energy to any thought that contradicts your fulfilled desire. You let the world's facts be facts, but you know a greater truth. This state of relaxation is not laziness. It is not passivity. It is the most potent form of action. It is active receptivity. When you are relaxed in the knowledge that your desire is a finished fact, you are allowing the universe, which is your own deeper self, to orchestrate the how. You are not meddling with the middle. You are not trying to force events. Forcing comes from doubt. Inspired action, however, comes from alignment. From this state of serene knowing, you may feel an urge to go somewhere, to call someone, to read a certain book. These actions will feel different. They will feel natural, effortless, and joyful. They will not feel like a struggle. You are not building the bridge to your desire. You are simply walking across the bridge as it appears before you. This is the divine dance. You perform the imaginal act within, and then you walk in faith through the outer world, allowing the steps to be revealed. Don't question the inspired urges. Don't try to reason them out. They are part of the bridge of incidents that will lead you to the physical realization of your assumption. Many times the steps will seem completely unrelated to your goal, but they are not. The infinite intelligence within you knows the shortest, most harmonious path. Your only responsibility is to remain in the state of the wish fulfilled, to relax into that feeling, and to follow the effortless path that unfolds. Trust the feeling. The feeling is the secret. Now go deeper. Let us now strip away the veil completely. There are laws to this inner world, principles as real and as unfailing as gravity. The first and greatest is this: consciousness is the only reality. There is nothing outside of it. Not the chair you're sitting on, not the money you desire, not the body you inhabit. All are projections from the one substance, your own awareness of being. And because consciousness is all there is, it follows that the world is yourself pushed out. It is a perfect holographic reflection of your inner state. Stop seeing the world as separate from you. It is not. It is your very self objectified in space. To change anything, you must grasp this. There is no one to change but self. The world is a mirror, and you are the one looking into it. So what is the language of this creative consciousness? Feeling is the secret. Your thoughts may be the blueprints, but your feelings are the builders. A thought without feeling is powerless. A feeling, however, can create a universe. The feeling of the wish fulfilled is the spiritual sperm that fertilizes the womb of the formless. It is the alpha and omega of creation. This is why you must dare to feel the reality of what you desire, long before your senses can perceive it. And this law extends to every person in your life, for everyone is yourself pushed out. The people around you are not independent agents acting against your will. They are messengers, playing the roles you have unconsciously assigned them through your assumptions about them. To change another, you must change your conception of them within your own heart. Now understand this: there is no time in consciousness. The idea of waiting, of a future fulfillment, is the greatest lie you've ever been told. All states, all possibilities, all creations are finished. They exist now in the eternal moment. Your desire is not something you are creating. It is something you are selecting. You are not becoming worthy. You are simply becoming aware of the worthiness you already possess. By entering the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are moving your awareness to that already existing reality. You are choosing to occupy a different timeline, a different thread of existence that has always been available to you. Creation is finished. Your work is simply to claim your own. And what of the past? What of the regrets and mistakes that seem to define you? Here is a liberating truth. Revision is creation. The past is not fixed. It only exists in your imagination, in your memory. And since your imagination is God, you have the power to revise it. You can revisit any moment of your past in your mind's eye and rewrite it as you wish it had happened. Replay the scene with a different ending, a different feeling until it feels real. As you do this, you are not fooling yourself. You are literally changing the past. You are plucking the poisonous root from your subconscious, which changes the fruit it bears in your present and future. You are redeeming your world by revising its foundation. All of this culminates in the final glorious law. Imaginal acts become facts. What you assume with feeling and persistence, you cannot fail to objectify. It is not a possibility. It is an inevitability. Your imagination is the creative power of God, and its acts are facts in the world of spirit. And if you remain faithful to your imaginal act, it must harden into physical fact. These are not 7 different laws, but 7 facets of one great truth. You are God in disguise, the operant power of your own universe. Your awareness of being, your I am, is the creative force that shapes all of existence. But this power is not just for acquiring things. This power we speak of, the art of assumption, is the most profound art form known. It is the divine science of creation. Remember this, burn it into your mind. An assumption, even if false to the outer senses, if persisted in, will harden into fact. You are not lying to yourself. You are not engaging in wishful thinking. You are speaking a higher truth, a divine decree that the shadow world of 3 dimensions must obey. When you dare to assume you are that which you wish to be, you are taking a stand in Zion. You are claiming your divine authority over the world of appearances. Most people pray to God hoping for a handout. The awakened soul knows that their own consciousness, their own I am, is the God they have been searching for, and assumption is the language he understands. Your imagination is not a fantasy. It is not an escape. Your imagination is the creative power of God. It is the eternal body of the divine. When you enter an imaginal scene, you are not pretending. You are participating in the one and only reality. The world you see with your physical eyes is a dead world, a past creation. The world you experience in your imagination is the living, fluid world of causation. What you imagine as real, with feeling, becomes the blueprint that your outer world must follow. Stop treating your imagination as a toy. It is the very workshop of God, the sacred space where worlds are born and unborn. To master your imagination is to master your destiny, because what you can conceive and feel as true, you can become. But what is the point of all this? Is it merely to acquire wealth, health, and companionship? No. Those are the wonderful but elementary applications of the law. They are the breadcrumbs leading you back home. The ultimate purpose of this law is the full and complete realization of your own divine nature. Each successful manifestation, from the smallest to the largest, is a testament to your own power. It is your deeper self proving to your conditioned mind that you are the operant power. The joy is not in the thing itself, but in the glorious discovery that it was your own consciousness that produced it. You are using the law not just to change your world, but to awaken the God that sleeps within you. The foundation of all creation, the name of God, is that which you declare before all else, I am. Be still and know that I am is God. This is not a distant deity. It is your own awareness of being. Whatever you attach to I am, you bind to your experience. When you say, I am poor, you are commanding poverty into existence. When you say, I am unloved, you are decreeing loneliness. These are not observations. They are creative affirmations. The world has no opinion of you. It simply waits for your directive, for your declaration of being. You must become a conscious gatekeeper of your I am, refusing to attach any quality to it that you do not wish to experience. Ultimately, this is not about learning a technique. It is about remembering who you are. You were not born to be a passive observer of a world that happens to you. You were born to be the conscious creator of a world that flows from you. The purpose of this knowledge is to awaken you from the dream of being human into the reality of being God. To consciously use your imaginal power is to reclaim your birthright. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You are the creator, experiencing your own creation. Your assumption is the command. Your feeling is the faith, and your world is the proof. Live from this understanding and all things are possible to you. The struggle is over. Your future is not built with effort. It is accepted with feeling. You are not attracting a new reality. You are simply becoming aware of the one you've already chosen. So I ask you, what reality are you going to feel as true right now? Let me know in the comments below. What are you choosing to be? Subscribe and activate the notification bell, because your awakening is a continuous unfolding. And if this has awakened something in you, your journey has just begun. The next video reveals how to use this power to rewrite your past. Click it on the screen now and step into your true power.